Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
All I'm saying is that is high value ticket money you have spent, audience, because you are going to get the full LEC experience. You're going to be here till midnight. 500 CS win condition and option, of course.
A little bit closer to 10 once he clears out this wave, but not having the best of times so far. As again, we'll stop the base, but Shigenda kind of has free move to do whatever he wants, basically all of the time.
All in from Cassante, looking to turn it around, but the shield is still there. Shigenda's just zooming away. He's a bird again. Nothing Photon can do. Dagless on the way up. Shigenda overstaying his welcome on the top side.
Jungle of both teams. Seems like Marcoon should get one.
Handshake back, a little bit of extra CC. I don't know if they have enough to lock down Zoelis here, but VTO now moving up. Again, full health. VTO really wanting to find this pick, wanting to find this kill. Shigenda just going to zoom on out of there. Just turns into a ram, but the pullback is clean from Photon. VTO can now follow up. Shigenda should just be dead. Kill donated to the Akali. Vitality already.
VTO also having his ultimate come back off cooldown. Just makes this too free of a takedown for Vitality. So if you run into the risk, it seems as you're not the team of the Azir of lacking a little bit of damage if you end up going towards the lethality build. So I do like that Kazi's done it. It's all out on the top side from Photon.
Ghost trade. Speed up coming through. Q3, where's it going to go? Marcoon, can he find the angle back onto Photon? Photon cancels the ult. He's going to get very tanky, but he walks right into the bush. Will they just be able to burn him down? The pullback there. Dagless trying to keep his top laner alive, but it is not enough. He needs to get the hell out. You're going to try to body block as much as possible. Wait, man, they saw Dagless, though, so it's the right call. It's the right call.
Okay,
Really wants something from him. Handshake, and now they're going to try to turn this one. Big damage goes on to Carzzy, now trying to turn it back. Carzzy lives for a little bit of time. They're buying a bit more. They cannot find the kill. He will drop. Bailout, not enough. So Lee's getting taken in by VTO. VTO now looking to follow up. Comp is dead as well. 2 quick kills for the Akali. Oh, the Xerath last week was rough, but back onto Comfort, and VTO is popping off.
It felt like, with the exception of Carzzy.
Yeah, they got a lot of time. But, you know, Hylissang buys a bit more time with the bailout. Carzzy's able to lay down a lot of damage, and then, sadly, Smite. Nope, they're walking away. Don't even want to attempt the 50-50 on the Smite. At least now going to try to retreat. That's a chunky wall, though. He's going to have to be careful. Carzzy now in trouble. Can't flash out to safety. Ulti only going to hit the Vi. Marcoon now behind him. Easy pickings here in the mid lane. Solid opportunity. Big punish for Rogue. 0-2-3 for Carzzy this game.
Still, good job on the part of Rogue to try and find a play, because they know this Herald is going to happen on the top side. Now this should give them the opportunity to answer in the mid lane or have Comp come up to the top side. Look for some wave clear. It looks like it will just stay.
He just hasn't been the same. So
no.
Understand the champions.
He hasn't. But yeah, a cart hanging around up here.
Are they going to commit? Ultimate's still available. Photon can still go all out, but I think he just backs away here. Ulti coming in for Rakan. Smite going through, pulling the Rakan back now. Q1, unstoppable still. Going to try to dash into safety. Q3 for the pullback. Hylissang waiting over the wall. Photon will drop. They have spotted Hylissang. Rogue. Need to get the tower here, but maybe hoping for a little bit more. Hylissang will not make the mistake of stepping up. And Dragon is going down. You can see on the minimap at the bottom of your screen.
Okay, so they will at the very least. If VTO's even a screen away from Comp like he is right now, you just have to be worried.
The engage, interrupt now coming in under VTO. VTO can't just try to dash through. Will retreat to the safety of his team. Shigenda going to go for the stun here, but the tower is already down. Team now looking to follow up. Dagless stepping forward. Q3 from Photon not going to connect. VTO off to the side. Shigenda has spotted him. Rogue have spotted him. Hostile takeover hitting a few. They're just focusing on the objective. They just want to burn this one down. Marcoon pulled out of the pit. It should just be Chemtech Soul for the side of Vitality. Rogue came, but just to spectate. Just to watch it taken away.
Onto Shigenda, it wouldn't have been too bad to look for an attempt. But Rogue can just sit here happily.
Flash forward, stun, looking to lock down Shigenda. VTO spotting on the side, trying to keep eyes on Comp. Dash backwards, Charm is there, but VTO already in the shroud. Comp's gonna be in trouble here. Marcoon trying to body block, but in he goes! Golden in the backline is VTO. Eyes on that Akali. The devastation she can wreak is legendary, but Photon, the one to find the kill. Vitality now following up. Rogue looking a bit scattered here. I think you just concede the tier 2. With flash over the wall, Hylissang now coming in. No one gonna get hit by the hostile takeover, but the handshake is there. Larson now gonna get pulled back and cut down in an instant.
Is this the game?
Comp now running. VTO found another. Marcoon will get dropped as well. It's a double for the Akali. They've got the buff. They've got the Void Mites. Vitality might just end it here.
At the drop of a hat, it felt like Vitaly find their engage in the mid lane. They've got a wave, and it's as simple as that. Rogue,
there you go.
It felt like.
Tying it up, 1-3. One of the League of Legends games of all time.
If they land everything, but in a world where Heretics actually blocks their initial engage like half decently.
Try to get this wave in and not cost them too much, as Exakick and DOS were coming out from a reset, so DOS just helping out his mid lane.
Knock up there, knock back, knocks him away from the tower, burning, ticking, first blood!
Just a bit disrespectful. And that's how you know.
He had all the information he needed to know that that kill was coming. But yeah, just didn't.
Moment from Niski, but you know, no harm, no foul. Loses flash. We'll see if they can actually punish it. I feel like Niski's going to be able to just clear away the wave for the most part.
Goes down. Wonder going to sidestep. Now here comes the Nocturne, and this time Udyr is out of health. Well played. SK, every single play SK have made has happened so slowly, but they're still making it work.
Yeah, and again, it's their ability to attack these side lanes, and in this case, they've got the Nocturne, they've got Rumble. Very easy, as Jankos
could be in trouble. Isma's got no mana.
Yeah.
There's no reason for him to be here. He's just offering up a double kill if he sticks around. Shennis ulti is going to connect, shield there, extra assist going in for the bottom side of the map.
Play out their positioning pretty much perfectly, because the dive is really easy to execute. Speaking of
Relevant,
easy to execute,
may have overstayed. That's the package on top side of Relevant. We'll just drop here. Kill going to be given over to Perks. Takes his sweet time there. Gatling gun and an extra rocket to finish it off. Decide to even things up, but Wonder in the area means he will not get the opportunity. Drake won't even really be contested. Isma able to take that one.
Seems to be the case. They won't even drop the Herald. Just going to go for a reset. So happy with their victory of the Herald in the tower.
But again, posturing. And now the Seraphine shielding and sustain starts to come into play as Exakick forced to back away, package to the backside. Exakick still standing, that's gonna be big. Blue wall hitting onto 2. Is it gonna be enough damage? Exakick continuing to free fire. Jankos leaping in, should just try to take down the Xin. So many blinking health bars on the side of SK. Kaiser stepping in, finding the kill on the Senna, and now Jankos looking to follow up. Wind becomes lightning, already connecting on Isma. Meanwhile, Team Heretics pushing SK back to their tier 1 tower.
Find a place to use the Gask, so Team Heretics get a very, very free fight. Diving through the choke, and they'll get it over to Jankos. There's the Baron. I think once Perks hits 2 item, that's when we'll try and see a bit of pressure. Ooh, Cast doesn't find the direction. Does find the targets though. A little bit unlucky on Niski's part.
Relevant will break down bot side towers. Perks is able to push in the waves top side. It's just so strong, man. I mean, look at enemy Senna. 82 CS, 1.2k gold lead over the Recon, almost 2 items completed. But there is the ulti, knock-up coming through, but immediately no fall. If the play has already gone bad, there's an Udyr in the midst of the entire SK lineup. Finally, the equalizer goes down, but there's no fall. There's no room to respond. Team Heretics slaughtering them. The Ophelia Assault does nothing in the face of the Xin ult. Knock back under the tower. Maybe they can get one back in return. Actually kick terrible guns for the follow-up, and Team Heretics
Raid some towers. This will be a Baron for Team Heretics.
Yeah, coming into this week, SK, of course, uncontested it in first place, but Team Heretics looking to tie it up. Confidence on the double support item strategy. Perks aggressive on the run.
Again, they've really struggled to do.
Isma walking up to Fear, but is just going to have to back off. Perks off to the side. Can go unstoppable. Exakick forced to flash away. Maybe they can try to turn this one back. Perks has been caught out. Big shutdown, going to slow down the Baron. Team Heretics forced to back away for a brief moment, but they can just set their sights on the Inferno.
Just be a little bit patient here. Hold off SK. Or they can go in.
Knockup not going to come through. Wonder just going to wander forward here. Try to lock up Niski. Wind becomes lightning. Niski makes it over the wall. Follow-up is there, however. Charmed now by the Seraphine ultimate. Another member down. Dosh is going to lay down a little bit of vision. Pull the Drake a bit. Isma clearing midway, but this should just be another Drake for the side of Team Heretics.
2 Infernals to the good of Team Heretics. Feels pretty good.
Even if it would be a pretty cost-effective buy in terms of what it could get you. It's just a 2,600 gold, pretty expensive at this point. Isma caught out, and it's just going to die here. Jamon, I think this game is over. I think that SK are dead men walking. This is an impossible comp to break, as Udyr's just going to wander forward. Perks now following up.
It just doesn't feel like SK have an answer. It felt like they had to try and find those engages 10 minutes ago. They weren't able to, and now it's just
dead.
Getting run over across the map.
It's a 2-item set of support with Bloodsong. She hits like a truck. All right, SK being corralled, SK being herded. They're going to have a few more minutes to farm up because there's no Baron, there's no Dragon on the map, but in the meantime, Team Heretics are just going to break down some of these towers.
We won't, thankfully. I'm just trying to rack my brain. I mean, I feel like so much of this game is just in Team Heretics' hands.
Back there, Exakick already dead. Perks off to the side, untouched. Dost knocked down. Wonder just going to walk forward and tank this tower. Look at those shields, folks.
What can you do? I feel like the answer is just nothing.
Damn. I feel like they won the split already. They got so many shields. Team Heretics. They're an unstoppable death ball. He will just yeah, okay, he's gonna die in the end. It's exactly like Pac-Man. But instead, he's gonna make it out until he sees Udyr come around the corner. Oop, Udyr found him. He was shopping. He had no cooldowns. He will drop. You have to understand, the League of Legends player base are wizards. No matter what the design team does, they will ruin the game. They will find a way.
Well, Dost has no health or flash.
Wonder now backing off. Exakick is dead already. Equalizer does nothing. Yanko's following up. Wind becomes lightning. My favorite ability to say today as a double kill goes through for Team Heretics. And yeah, get excited. For it to find a way to break the game than a hard-stuck player looking to look at anything other than his own performance is the reason.
That's true. SK, they haven't had options for a while.
Yeah, that about sums it. Perks dealt 4K damage leaping out of the fight.
All right, SK, what do you have for us at your 10K gold deficit? Because we know what Heretics can do. Or is it just going to be, it's not a slow bleed, it's a very quick one.
Isma tries to strike fear into their hearts. They are not afraid at all. They're doing tons of damage. SK getting slaughtered in their own base. Cannon Creep not stepping forward, though. Have they potentially overstepped? The answer is no. They are actually unkillable. Are you kidding me? There are 2 towers standing. Team Heretics don't care. Team Heretics coming in, tying up SK 3-1.
They will join SK at the top of the table. Team
Apparently, Mervin is a Gwen OTP. It did get nerfed though on 14.1b. So
it's Mickey with Zyra, by the way. So
I also want to give a big shout out to Mickey to Zyra.
Wait, how did we not react to this?
The champion is.
Seeing perhaps if they can catch out Alvaro, but even with Yike coming across, Elyoya is in the area. We might see another one of those skirmishes as MDK look to react to this push by G2. Flash forward by Alvaro, flash away by Mickey, but the Spectral Maw, the heal for the movement speed. Spectral Maw stun going down as well as Mickey falls low, 100 HP on him. He will fall first, the bailout available for Elyoya, but he doesn't even need it as they chase onto Hans Summer. Can't quite get the damage down. They're still looking for a little bit more. Hans will be able to flash this wall. And MD still overall a lead for MDK early in this game, about 1,000 gold ahead. Some of that as well on Mervin in the top lane, who is out farming his lane opponent. You can see Broken Blade just trying to trade in, but Gwen always known as a good pick into the Cassante. A little bit more difficult when Yike is here to help though. Mervin, no flash, remember, and will be taken down. G2 finally on the board. Bottom wave, Alvaro has to move from top side to bot side to make sure he's there to protect his AD carry. G2 Summer would be the first ones to react. Both have the level 6. Elyoya is going very hard for this. The blast cone available, but the cease and desist into the grasping roots will knock him out. Yike still trading in. Frescawi moving from the mid lane. Elyoya will fall, but the bailout will bring him back, and now MDK can start to open up. Hans Summer caught out once again as he will go out. And now Mickey trying to escape. Only has the flash. Good grasping roots, but will it be enough? Elyoya chasing in, and his 3 quick kills over to MDK.
And MDK just control the jump. The damage to try and set this up as easily as it would like. Even getting out of the grasp are the ultimate. And okay. BB's dead. Mirwin, that's 2 solo kills for Mirwin now.
Mirwin thing. The TP in about 25 seconds time.
I think this is so cool to see though from MDK is actually Mickey's going to get caught here as well now.
Mickey has flash. Super has the arrow flashed away. Hans Summer dodges to the other side. Hostile takeover coming in. That's going to hit Hans Summer, who will chip away at Mickey. Yike going in onto Super, who will fall even through the bailout. Frescawi on his way, but remember, no Pop Blossom for that Nico, so Yike will be able to take Drake because of that force. in the bottom lane. So now MDK looking down the barrel of two Drake, this bot side of the map. And you can see the lead they've started to develop. It's been relatively even in terms of kills, in terms of CM. A certainty in the mid lane. Elyoya will ride the Herald. Charge it straight into the tower, the hostile takeover. Hits onto Hansama, there's the arrow as well. No cleanse on him, Spectral Maul for the stun. The CC chain from MDK is enough, and the tower falls to the power of the Mighty Mites. The Rift Arrow now going to charge in once again. Super will get chucked out of it, get a shield as well, and more mites come in. The more grubs you've collected, the more mites come out of that charge. And it does actually, I was talking about this with a team yesterday, it does the same amount of damage whether you ride it or not, but that's quite a lot of damage going onto Frescawi, but he gets the shield. The bailout enough to help him out. And MDK get another kill as G2 look for the engage. They might even get another tower out of this. It can feel like you're trying to make too many plays at once or just trying to make a play when you don't actually need to. Broken Blade trading with Mervin here in the top side as the Ike comes across. The all-out pulls Mervin back. Remember, still no flash on that Gwen. She might be immune, but that immunity falls off relatively quickly. Mickey stunned up by Elyoya, Spectral Maul coming out, and Mickey should fall. Hit flashes the Heartbreaker in the opposite direction. Alvaro, though, with a nice handshake, pulls him back to his demise. A deal with the devil there for Mickey. And now perhaps a mid-push coming out from MDK. They've got the wave in. They'll look towards bot tier 1, bot tier 2 perhaps. Instead, just a reset as Frescawi will be able to take at least the tier 1.
And I think what we're going to see is, look, G2 say, hey, we're going to just leave Hansam in mid lane, try and get the...
Of League of Legends, just do one thing at one time. The other side gives up the pressure that they could exert. Great teams obviously will be able to make more than one play as we see G2 trying to make a play up towards the top lane. Mervin falls once again. Even though his laning phase was...
And they can't really contest for the Dragon, so G2 just outplaying on the map at the moment.
Yeah, they really are. So I think it might be 240 gold you spend on it, I think. But it's not a large investment as Merwin is shuffled back here. Yike looking for the damage. Merwin going to try and dash across the wall, but he doesn't have time. As G2 collapse again. Alvaro now caught out as well. Yike standing on that blast cone. Alvaro trying to click it, but he just can't get onto it. Hostile takeover will force Broken Blade back, as will the blast cone. Elyoya now stepping in, looking to see perhaps if he can steal away this Baron. No top laner for MDK. He does have TP, 27 seconds away. MDK will see the Baron as they step around the corner. 6,000 HP on it. TP behind as Frescawi looks for a flank position. MDK might just be calling for the fight after the Baron has fallen. Frescawi gets the 3-man knockup, but the rest of the team aren't close enough to close in. Hansama will fall first. Frescawi has to pop the stopwatch, but immediately goes pop afterwards, and now Caps is sliding forward and gliding forward. Elyoya falls. The bailout brings him back for a second, but it's not enough before he's shut out of the fight. G2 ace MDK around.
Just like that, again, G2 managed to swing back from an early game deficit.
Seen serotonin reuptake synapses, they're just done, man. There's no endorphins in his brain, there's no neurotransmitters left. That's 1 years of casting G2, playing for coaching. Wow.
It's a tough day for you.
All of the neurotransmitters have gone out of my brain as well, it seems. Daps trading with Merwin. And Merwin losing out on that trade right now. He'll try and snip him. The Caps can just wait this out. Merwin doesn't really have many ways out apart from the dash. The arrow's going to land onto Mickey, puts down the grasping roots. Merwin losing to Caps, as we said, as Caps will take the kill. Hansama getting caught, though, and locked out by MDK. MDK able to make a play on the other side of the map. Broken Blade and Yike now pushing forward.
Do anything, and Caps is just able to roam down, so G2 abusing that fact to the moment to set themselves up nicely here.
MDK really need those flank positions as well, and you can see the sides awarded. Mickey gating off Merwin from the top side. Frescawi on a ward. G2 will just wait it out. Cease and desist. Caps jumps across. They decide who their target is. Frescawi the first one. Elyoya trying to get onto Caps. He dodges away with a Heartbreaker. Perfectly played there by Elyoya. The root going down onto Yike as well as Elyoya tries to trade back in. Yike trying to get back into the pit, but he can't get there in time as Super takes the Drake, and this is a great fight for MDK. The lockdown on Caps, and Merwin shutting Broken Blade out.
The fact that Caps hit nobody with that ultimate is it?
The Baron, all 5 members of G2 here. Merwin catching mid.
You have a lot of poke here, but there's the all-in from Breeby.
Breeby looking for it. Hasn't used that ultimate as of yet. 6,000 HP on the Baron. Broken Blade dances back. Elyoya low. 3,000 now on the Baron as Merwin goes forward. Hostile takeover only hits onto BB. That's not really the target you want. Frescawi goes in, only hits onto BB. It's still not the target you want as the Baron falls to G2. Hansama flashing away. Caps trading down towards the bottom side as he finds an answering kill. Mickey's already fallen, but G2 now start to collapse. Elyoya caught out. Nothing he can do, the last man standing, but G2 wipe away MDK.
The patience from G2 paying off dividends there. They know, hey look, we've got Zyra poke, Hansama poke, Caps outranges so many members of MDK. As long as we can continue to play this slow, we can whittle them down bit by bit and force MDK to go all out. And G2 are more than happy to welcome them into their waiting arms.
That's just going to be the game. G2 should be able to get through these towers like a hot knife through butter. MDK put up a really good fight in the early game. They had the advantage, but G2's ability just to play around the map was a little bit too much today. G2 will meet SK at the top of the scores at 3-1.
Same day.
Their games have seen them struggling a little bit with Ice. The synergy, the communication around later game team fights, often he's not there at the start of the fight, or he seems to be on a different Ice that spot out the fact that Jun and Razork were waiting here. Trying to stop Labrov from stepping in. They'll land the stun, they'll land the knockup, crash down. Razork flashing forward. Labrov very low on HP, will be taken out. Just get the hook back into a three-man shuffle. Sheo on his way with the cease and desist, and now Razork's tanking the tower second. BDS get 2 out of a Fnatic play.
That was nasty from BDS. What could have been an absolute
This
disaster.
is where these kind of things happen, so you basically just focus on yourself. It's like there's not a lot of attention from both junglers really, maybe in the early game right from both sides, but I mean I think it's the same as before when you really kill someone 1v1. Today I got killed 1v1, which felt a little bad, a little embarrassing for me. Oh, this is all in here happening.
Ragnarok coming out. Oscar doesn't really have anywhere to go, does still have the ghost, but Adam with the undertow will land it. It's the power. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me, guys. Broken Blade is signing out.
Anything you want to leak quickly before you go?
No.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Broken Blade.
Thank you.
Oscar is going to get locked down here under the tower, and BDS are playing through that top lane now. If I recall correctly. Distracted by Broken Blade's dulcet tones, that guy. Ice is dead. If he survives this, he's got ice in his veins along with his name. Flashes away, but there's the lockdown. Razork will take the kill.
Yeah, he kind of just melted and unfortunately burnt the flash.
Clouds on the horizon for Adam.
If it's an Australian one, is it Down Sunder Sky?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Flash in from Jun in the mid lane. Nuke caught out, puts the Emperor's Divide down, but the damage from the Yumu's plus the shockwave from Humanoid is just enough to lock down the enemy for him as Adam backs away and BDS give up the ghost on the dragon.
Yeah, I think that's a smart call.
And they're going to amass a might army as well. Look at the power of this army as Sheo and BDS push in. Might look for this. We'll just continue to push in down there. Adds that little bit of extra pressure. The tower will fall to the combined might of the minions. Sheo still charging forward. Oh, I missed.
No!
I missed.
The way you send it the wrong direction? Yes, definitely.
No, that's very true. As the arrow comes down towards this bottom side, Humanoid will be able to dodge it, but Sheo will lock him up with the cease and desist, and Humanoid is battered into the wall and battered to an early grave.
BDS, I will say though, one of the things I haven't been impressed with is the way that they played the mid game. And at the moment, Labrov nearly getting the flash play, but they've been doing a really good job of actually playing at the map and playing better. Here we go.
Where are you going, mate? Adam just flashing in with the Ragnarok chasing in, and he is CC immune. Adam takes out Noah, and now this tower as well might be next on the menu. Crescent Guard coming out from Razork, the tank from Labrov, he'll go down. Jun doing a good job of getting that kill, but Ice is going to join the party. Jun left to the wolves underneath the turret. BDS will get 2 out of it. They'll lose a tower in the top lane, but they could continue to push in if they so desire. Don't really have a minion wave to do so.
You're starting to get into a position where Rabadon's death cap nearly completed for Nuke. The Ice and Labrov can kind of look for picks. I mean, even here on Razork, you could get one.
Razork should be able to get to the blast cone. Adam, though, flanking him. Razork could flash back over the wall here as soon as he sees Adam. He does that. Labrov is channeling the Hex Flash. Humanoid here to try and help out his jungler. But Ice comes in from the side. Razork still no flash. A good hook from Labrov. Even with the shockwave pulling him back, only helping bring Razork into the waiting arms of BDS. There's the arrow as well as Humanoid's now locked up. He'll have to burn the flash. Jun trying to get it from the side. Adam doesn't have the Ragnarok for 5 and doesn't really have a help the map, and then getting the pressure on the top side. Oscarinin on his way here, though. He should be able to slide and glide his way away. Oscarinin could look for the E2. Charges forward once again. There is the bird form, the phoenix form. As Oscarinin now under the tower realizes, ooh, not really a trade I want to take any further. The rest of Fnatic on their way, though. Nuke still has the flash. Doesn't have the dash to get away, but flashes into the Emperor's Divide. Tries to put the damage down before he falls. Adam joining in, has that Ragnarok back available, but no ghost. BDS trying to collapse as the Sun Disc still helps out BDS by claiming out the minions. Jun gonna sacrifice himself for the good of his team, and Sheo and Lebrov will dash across the wall. Now Adam can push this wave in. Razok spots them out with a Scryer's Bloom. Oscarinin trying to run away. Humanoid trying to get his recall up. The Chain of Corruption lands onto Sheo, and now he's a bit isolated from the rest of BDS. Humanoid stopped his back. Razok pushing in mid. Sheo lands the flash Q this time. Double E, but the hook's not going to get you away as Oscarinin falls to ice all the while.
Fnatic to get that DPS out, right? Because you look at Oscarinin, the one thing he doesn't want to deal with is a bunch of slows, and that's
considered a relatively easy week 1 with Vitality Giant X. The hook's going to go down here. Blue buff given to the entire team as Jun flashes forward, looking for the knock-up. The root's going to land on Sheo as well, as he will be shot out of the fight by Razor. You can see how much investment there is for a buff early days here. The team doesn't get a blue on Humanoid, doesn't get a blue on Noah, who's going lethality, so we want to be spamming out the spells. Oscarinin as well loves to spam the spells on Udo. As Sheo is behind enemy lines, and Jun is here to collapse. And Bob realizes, like, okay, mate, second time in a row we've seen Sheo fall. This one more his fault than the first. He has that TP of obviously Adam not running teleport. No teleport on Oscarinin either, so he's joined up with Fnatic. It's a 5v5 in the mid lane right now. Shockwave on Razor, but he falls short. The hook landing as well as Humanoid's brought back into the midst of BDS. Ice starting to put the damage down. It's all nuke so far. There's the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, lands only onto Jun. Razor trying to get in, but he's just trying to get out, in fact. As Nuke will take him out. Jun here puts down the Magna Storm, but BDS find 3 as Fnatic once again. It's felt like a little bit of an overforce from Fnatic. They saw the flash, wind becomes lightning into Shockwave combination, but they couldn't quite land as well. Still available to BDS if they want it. Instead, they're just going to push out mid. You see the damage that Nuke is starting to put down, and that was before the Void Staff was complete. We'll see if he has completed it. Not quite yet, blasting one Blighting Jewel.
Nice little combo there from Lavrov and Sheo, though. The Smite coming down to get rid of the Banshees, or not the Banshees fail, the Edge of Night fail, and Lavrov then looking for the hook. Let's see if he can try and fish for someone here as they, again, start to move up. This is so hard for Fnatic.
There's the arrow, lands onto Jun. Sheo going onto the backline as well. Might be an overstep from BDS already, though. Oscarinin has fallen. Sheo able to get out the Magna Sword from Jun. Can Fnatic follow up? A great shockwave lands on 3, but they just don't have the damage as Adam starts to run rampant through the Fnatic backlines. Adam gets 2. The tower as well, a possibility. Instead, they turn their eyes to mid. Nuke will get bot lane inhibitor, and BDS will take the fight. They could look for more. 20 seconds still on Jun. Are they just going to walk these minions in for the win?
Especially when you've got the Void Mites as well. There's the hook!
Noah! He's on a bouncy castle, and it's not a fun party to attend. BDS will take down the Nexus towers, and in convincing fashion, demolish Fnatic and join up with SK and G2 at the top of the table. Jun tries to escape, but there's no escape from BDS today. 3-1 in week 2.
Impressive stuff from BDS.
It does benefit a lot from the sustain and the healing that a Seraphine and a Senna can provide. It's very much a kite back comp. Allow the pressure and then see if you can strike back for Giant X.
Yeah, and especially, it's like, no.
You can see both teams just willing to farm up towards those level 6s, Patrick.
So now Karmine Corp are able to start it, but again, Giant X just poking their heads in, and you don't really have an area to try and reset out of. Karmine Corp have to get over the wall.
Peach jumps onto Seiken. There's the Emperor's Divide. Crescent Guard used as well. Might just be a smite by as they dash into the backline. Upset going in with the Killer Instinct as well, and Cabochon's hit first. Karmine Corp secure the Dragon. Jackie's trying to dash out. Odo on his way as well as his bow has fallen. Cabochon doing a lot of work here on the backline. He all-outs the wrong player as he pulls out Peach. But already, Jackie's has gone down. Peach flashes the wall. Cabochon doing everything he can. And Odo's finally joined the party. He's looking for a bit of a Barney in this bot side river. Flashes towards Seiken, but Seiken flashes away. The Q3 not connecting. Cabochon forced up to the top. They will accept that they shouldn't go for this. The Rift Herald now placed. They are looking for mid lane. It is Dream Maker, by the way, for Patrick. Didn't go Celestial opposition, instead deciding he just wants to buff up his teammates, giving them extra damage and giving them some shieldings. The quickness goes in, only lands on Peach. The charm continues, though, as Cabochon has TP'd into the bottom lane. The charm's going to go down as Ignat runs towards the bottom side of the fight. Absolute darkness as Patrick locked up. Upset gets 1, and this is a great fight for Karmine Corp. They've taken out 2, now it's a 4v3. Jackie's dives back in onto the backline, onto Upset, but do they have the damage to take out Targamas? They will. Giant X get 1 in response, and it's another as both falls. Now Cabochon and Upset having to find a way back to safety. Odoamne continues to trade in. I don't really think Giant X want any more of this pie. And they're looking for another piece as Upset almost takes out Jackie. The flash away will get him to safety. Peach dives back forward. Upset gets isolated.
Stop it! Stop it!
Yeah, just stop
Let
fighting.
them go!
Just stop fighting, just run away, and Topo from both sides, and then Marlo just with his hand on his head. You can see the damage that Upset did in that fight. the power of an AD carry, but matched by the power of Jackie's image in this games. Obviously, Akali the main threat for GiantX now with 3 kills, but
it's interesting to see.
It was Clement last year. It wasn't too cold, yes, you're right. It was fine.
It was fierce mild.
Fierce mild, man, as Bo hit, collapsed on. Carmine Court find a little bit wanting as Bo dives in with the cease and desist, but Ignat should have the damage to take him out. Now Odoamne is on the chase with the World Ender. Dash away from Seiken, dash in by Caboshot to try and distract GiantX, but the chase continues. Jackie going in, the stopwatch to stop the Emperor's Divide. Upset coming in from the side as well, but Caboshot now rooted up with the last embrace as GiantX continue just to slow and to be a thorn in the side of Carmine Court. Another kill over to Jackie's. He's on a killing spree now. And GiantX, the Baron here, they are setting up vision around it. You can see GiantX realize and just leave Peach to take the Drake, and they can push through mid. Upset Caboshot trying to match. One of the weaknesses of GiantX's composition is they don't have good siege. Like, Senna has a little bit of damage, Akali's very short range, Seraphine can kind of auto every now and then. Has one more ward after this. Carmine Court get pulled in there. Here's the encore. Carmine Court want a little bit more of this Baron though as Odoamne dives in, as does Peach. The smite so early as Peach takes it. The smite was in last week, how early it was, as Carmine Court now have to run away. Bo taken out, the Baron taken under their noses, Seiken may be taken out of the fight as well as he tries to flash away, but the Infernal Chains will pull him back. Caboshot tries to act as a blocker, but all he can do is block with his life. GiantX clean up at the Baron.
Carmine Court fans are blocking their eyes.
Looking down the barrel of 0-4, Upset once again unable to get into the fight. It's so hard for him to approach unless they play that front to back, but even in a front to back, you're now looking at Seraph's Moonstone's Seeker's Arm Guard, the charm once again, and once again it's Carmine Court getting caught out, overstepping the Crescent Guard out as Bo tries to escape. Odoamne lands the knockup onto Targamas. Bo down once again. GiantX continue to poke and to prod and to be a nuisance for Carmine Court. That nuisance is turning into a hell of a problem. Baroned up minions in the mid lane, in the bot lane. We said GiantX couldn't take towers that easily, where when you have Baron and the enemy's in a 4v5 situation, it becomes a darn sight easier, Dacta.
Yeah, now they just get to continue this push. For Carmine Corp, how do you try and get in there? Targamas has his ult in a little bit.
Just from hitting 1Q if you hit 4 targets with it.
I love this from Odo. He's just hiding outside of vision. So then if Carmine Corp try to go, which they were looking, you can see Targamas was eyeing it up. He's going to be able to there to support his team, but not going to be the case. They're just going to back away, and Ignat chasing down. That's the damage of a support.
This wounds only the Ignite on Targamas, nowhere else apart from the Thornmail for Caboshot, but no one's going to be autoing him. They don't really care about the Cassante. Peach now stepping into the midst of Carmine Court. Targamas look for something and he has to dash out. A battle dance away. The charm encore lands and Bo's locked up. Jackie's goes unstoppable. The sweep back with the Emperor's Divide and a Dawning Shadow. Perhaps the shadow starting to fall over Carmine Court as Jackie's finds another. The Baron now well and truly in GiantX's eyes.
Jackie's with one more kill.
On the same page. Targamas goes in. Peach is just face checking. Where's the rest of Carmine Court? There's a couple of people here looking for this fight, but
putting pressure on the spot side. Honestly, you can put Peach into mid to start to threaten that as well, just to try and spread the map, because this is what happens if you don't.
And Jackie's does have flash. Since assist goes down, he puts out the Twilight Shroud. Good stopwatch to dodge away from the Emperor's Divide. Jackie still dancing around, though the shutdown now to Seiken. Can GiantX push in the bot lane? There's no TP on Bo, obviously. Seiken has one, but he's not going to respond. It will be an inhibitor for a shutdown. GiantX to get that third item, though. Still only sitting on the Rabadons and the Umbral, and it's an Elder fight. Odoamne looking for the flank. Caboshot and Carmine Court in the river right now. Targamas has that quickness, has the flash, can look for the engage. Elder down to 12,000. Jackie's and Ignat going round for the flank, but they'll be spotted on that far sight alteration ward. Targamas going to try and body block here. The Crescent Guard out from Peach as he flashes forward. Dawning Shadow out as well. Jackie's with a stopwatch. Bo trying to get away. Seiken doing the same. Caboshot dashing back, but Seiken's already down. Bo's going to fall as well. And Upset has not had any impact in this fight at all. His front line has been destroyed, dismantled in front of his very eyes, and GiantX are looking to chase him down for the kill and for the win. They even TP behind him. Could have looked for the base, but instead they want the ace. Now the TPs rain down as GiantX look to force Carmine Court to 0-4.
It will be a 0-4 start for the French team. For GiantX, a big win for them and a confident win as they be able to pick up another one in the W column for Giant X.
They took the L out of their name. Now they're just Giant W as they take down Carmine Corp.
An incredibly potent combo this